It's really important to realise our weaknesses and not try and pretend like we've got it all figured out. So here are some of the mistakes that I'm making right now, and hopefully we can both learn from them. Mistake number 1. Too much typing. While I love my computer, I think computers have robbed us of the feeling that we're actually making things. Great book, by the way. I think he's right. Sitting at a computer all day makes me feel like I'm in some kind of trance, either bored or distracted. Making the creative process more hands-on doesn't actually take that much. It's about drawing things, cutting up scripts to reorder them, getting outside as much as possible. I'm starting to find that just playing around with ideas in a more visceral way really helps the creative flow. Mistake number 2. Caring too much about what's popular at the moment. Last week I saw an interview with a writer who summed this up so well. He said that he tried writing the sort of thing that he thought would sell and found no success. Then he scrapped that and wrote something that he really cared about, even though he didn't think it would ever make any money. And it turned out to be a little show called Breaking Bad. I know I find myself prioritising episode topics that I think will get more views, so this has definitely got me thinking. Now I'll embed the clip on the blog post because he can say it a lot better than I can. Links below. Mistake number 3. Not making enough narrative content. I'm working on a sort of sketch thing for a future episode, and it's really made me realise that I need to practice communicating with an audience through stories and through characters. I need more practice in narrative storytelling so I can be more ready for this short film we're shooting later this year. And I think that will definitely feed into my non-fiction work too. Interruption. If you're an actor and you'd like to be in this film, you can send me an audition video. All the details are in the blog post. We're also looking for an experienced boom operator. Mistake number 4. Worrying about failure. I'm scared to get started with a project. I procrastinate about continuing them. I never quite feel ready to call a project finished and send it out to the world. With this short film, I'm really excited for you to see it, but at the same time doubting myself and whether I'll be able to keep my head above the water as the tide draws in. I'd like the wisdom to know when to be critical of myself for improvements and when to just accept that perfection is simply not achievable. Even knowing that I'll learn from my mistakes doesn't really make them any easier when they happen. And for the 5th one, I'll leave you with this quote from the legendary Ze Frank. Let me not be so vain to think that I am the sole author of my victories and a victim of my defeats. My name's Simon Cade, this has been DSLR Guide, and I'll see you next week.